We begin with major developments in President Trump's retribution campaign against his political foes. New York Attorney General Letitia James made her first court appearance yesterday, where she pled not guilty to federal charges of alleged mortgage fraud. The indictment was brought by interim U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan, a former member of Trump's legal team with no prosecutorial experience, who accused James of misleading a bank to secure favorable mortgage terms. James slammed the indictment as baseless and politically motivated.
I've heard from just about every jurisdiction in this nation who have said stand up and be tall. And never, ever cow down or back down or break or bend. So there's no fear today. No fear. No fear. No fear. No fear. Because I believe that justice will rain down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream.
James's trial is set for late January, but her legal team has already moved to dismiss the charges, arguing they were unlawfully brought following pressure from the president. James's team is also seeking sanctions against Halligan, accusing her of violating multiple ethics and secrecy rules after she sent messages to a reporter over the Signal app berating her coverage and discussing grand jury material, a move James's lawyers call a, quote, stunning disclosure of internal government information. Meanwhile, another key Trump target is calling Republicans bluff. Former special counsel Jack Smith says he'll comply with GOP demands to testify before Congress, but only if the hearing is made public. Oversight Committee leaders have yet to say if they'll take him up on that offer. And in yet another possible prosecution, this time against Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, MSNBC's Ken Delaney and Carol Leonnig report that the Trump Justice Department's case has stalled. A federal prosecutor overseeing the probe recently told senior officials that despite months of investigation, she does not believe the case against Schiff is strong enough to move forward. President Trump, unsurprisingly, is not taking the news well. Here's what he said about Senator Schiff earlier this week.
Adam Schiff is one of the lowest forms of scum I've ever dealt with in politics. He's a horrible human being, very dishonest person. I have no idea what's going on. You tell me that he's going to be indicted. I don't know. You could ask Pam. I don't know if she could say it. Probably you are allowed to say it. But I wouldn't know about that. I can only tell you he's a very bad, I think he's actually a sick person. Do you want to talk about that?
We're not going to comment on any grand jury that's open. We can't legally.
I don't know. By the way, I hope it's true.
Joining us now is Georgetown law professor, MSNBC legal analyst, and former federal prosecutor Paul Butler, and managing editor for The Bulwark and MSNBC contributor Sam Stein. Okay, Paul. Paul. Now, or Pam. I mean, can you just please explain to the wonderful people who are awake with us right now why what we just saw the President of the United States do and say is, one, highly unusual, and two, could become a problem in legal proceedings down the road?
So it's against the law to disclose grand jury material to anybody outside of the grand jury, including the President of the United States, which is what the President asked the Attorney General to do. Now, normally she hops to whatever he tells her to do, but this time it was too much even for her, because she could get locked up for that. She could get sanctioned by the bar for that. And again, we know from when Trump was trying to slide into her DMs with that Truth Social post when he accidentally broadcasted it to the world.
Because that's what,
it's 7:05 in the morning.
Well,
again, get a little private message. Right.
Right, that order. You got to go after Comey and Letitia James and everybody else who I don't like. So that was a mistake. But we don't know the other times that he doesn't make that mistake and he sends her orders. So who knows? Maybe he does actually know he acted like he knew that there's a grand jury proceeding going on. He's not even supposed to know that.
Both Comey and Tish James, their lawyers, are trying to get their cases dismissed based on the fact that Lindsay Halligan was appointed illegally, they say. How likely is that? Because this has happened with Alina Habba in New Jersey, the way that these folks are getting jobs are giving opportunities for the defendants to say, actually, the whole case needs to get thrown out because this person's not real.
So the Trump administration is trying to get around its constitutional responsibility to have United States attorneys confirmed by the Senate. So it's trying all these tricks and games, but federal judges aren't having it. But here's the thing. Even if the appointment is illegal, the remedy typically isn't that the indictment is dismissed. But normally that's because the prosecutors who have presented the case to the grand jury are career prosecutors. They're line prosecutors. So courts say, well, it's not like they're tainted by the illegal appointment of the boss, of the U.S. attorney. But in the cases of Comey and Letitia James, guess who brought the prosecution? The United States attorney, because, again, no career prosecutor in the office wanted to touch the case. And, again, this is also a sign of the inexperience of the Eastern District for Virginia United States attorney. The poor thing, when she went to court, it was the first time she'd ever been a prosecutor. Poor thing literally didn't know where to sit in the courthouse. Other people had to tell her, the prosecution sits over there.
But she still had time to find a reporter on Signal in the Bowers of Lawfare and message her and lodge her complaints about reporting being done on the case with regards to Anna Bowers. But Sam, I want to ask you about a U.S. attorney we haven't talked about yet, which is Kelly Hayes, who are, according to our colleagues, Carol Lennick and Ken Delanian, has essentially communicated in various ways that there isn't enough information and evidence to indict Adam Schiff on mortgage fraud. I want to ask you about that reporting, but also if you see any sort of connection to the indictment that she landed a few weeks ago about John Bolton, which was sort of viewed by at least some people and a handful of lawyers as a more substantive and fulsome body of work and potentially more fair. But if you think that she might have gone overboard on that in order to sort of insulate herself or as a part of job protection.
I like how you describe the indictments as like pieces of art.
Yeah.
A fulsome body
when
of
it's
work.
26 pages versus 2.
Real abstract work there. Yeah. No, I'm not a lawyer, so take this for what it's worth. But it did seem like the Bolton case was a lot stronger for obvious reasons. One is they actually did the investigative work. It had originated in the Biden administration. There's questions about whether he had taken classified information and disseminated it in an unlawful manner. And there's a seriousness to the indictment, right, in a way that just has not been presented with the other cases here. And, maybe this is a good question for Paul, but it does confound me that we have multiple instances now where career prosecutors are saying, privately at least, but then it's leaking out publicly, we do not think there's enough material here to support an indictment, to give it the fulsome body of work, so to speak.
I needed to find a different way
I appreciated it.
to describe it other than the 26-page indictment, which we all have heard.
And yet, and I'm assuming the defense will get around to pointing to this, but the first line of defense has been, no, Lindsay Halligan is not actually constitutionally appropriate in that position to bring this indictment forward. But if it does get forward, I do wonder if the defense will say, we have contemporaneous reports that career prosecutors looked into this and said, no, there's not a case here, and yet you went ahead with it anyway. Can you explain that? And that strikes me, at least optically, to be really damaging to the administration's cases against these figures.
Sam, I'm going to keep talking about the woeful inexperience of Lindsay Halligan and talk about her not necessarily sliding into the DMs.
But she
of
did
Anna
slide
Bauer.
into the DMs.
But on Signal.
A lot of DM slides all
But on
around.
Signal. But let's put this up because this. So, Paul, you brought up her prosecutorial inexperience. Now let's show everyone her inexperience with dealing with reporters.
Yeah.
Which you should be doing anyway. But
Right.
anyway,
Well,
moving
no,
on.
that's the whole part.
Why
That's the
would
whole
you say
point of
that?
this. Okay, so so here it is. Lindsay Halligan here in the subhead of this. This is from Lawfare, published on Monday. My signal exchange with the interim U.S. attorney about the Letitia James grand jury. Okay, at 4:10 p.m., she texted me that she being Lindsay Halligan, me being Anna Bauer. By the way, everything I ever sent you is off the record. Anna Bauer responded, I'm sorry, but that's not how this works. You don't get to say that in retrospect. Halligan was unpersuaded. This is Halligan. Yes, I do. Off record. It's obvious the whole combo is off record. There's disappearing messages, and it's on Signal. It's off the record. You do not get to, do what's it called when you were a kid?
Retroactive.
Well, not that's the grown-up way. of saying
Take
retroactive.
backs.
Take backs.
Yeah, no
you don't
take
get take
backs,
backs on stuff like that. Please.
Well, especially with someone who's a complete stranger who you've never had any sort of interaction
Exactly.
or pre-existing relationship.
Right.
So a couple points here. One, whoever is watching, don't listen to Eugene. You can signal reporters anytime.
I concur.
Very
Yes,
true.
absolutely.
If you do signal reporters and you want it to be off the record, you need to establish the rules up front that this is off the record.
Right.
And then when you have an agreement, because the reporter has to agree to those terms, you don't just dive into it, then you can talk off record. You cannot retroactively say this was all off record. Three, well, there's 4 points. Sorry. Three, the best part of the story, I thought, I mean, there was a lot of stupidity in that, and she shouldn't have done it, and it's going to hurt her, obviously, in the court. But the best part was when the DOJ official gave the statement about it and misspelled Lindsay Halligan's first name, which I thought was, you got to get the first name right in the on-the-record statement. 4 is, this isn't even the worst signal mishap of this administration involving a journalist.
Right.
So let's keep that in mind.
But Paul,
Right.
isn't it problematic, though, that Lindsay Halligan was potentially disclosing grand jury matters, confidential grand jury matters to a reporter?
It's not just problematic, it's a crime. She could get locked up for that. And again, it's a sign of her inexperience. She was an insurance lawyer. When she indicted James Comey, that was her 5th day on the job, the 5th day she had ever been a prosecutor. So she literally does not know what she's doing.